ya this ready to omampani because other na me free honomono that was Sunday na former vice president nso be ne campaign ukromo na emfuturu of mobile na nshani cars no so na dozo fa there was a me gina nwram na former vice president me mpese me ne benya asem obi beka se say nti na me so me team no ye na be 3 cars
anti mo gina nche
am say me hu wa yina na am say madin kan te say vice president Bakroma former vice president Bakroma anti yem park na but na futuro for mu ba che say adwuma mo ye no ho no sha because na kan kan so far sa futuro no no de Bakroma but they didn't come mamen chia menu about former minister of information menu about Fatima mention na menkase yes a very fine intelligent politician well my observer no monitor no from America Kranti yes so but menkase ni BBA me support that Benkasa but near my pabi yes Benkasa yenso ye wo bebre nso wo honti obeka ho ye befa wa manso a ye na be adwuma sa ti ba me mana mo na me man trim kwa oh me e wo musa Delilah ti me the Samson call but why want me amfa any sini we fa ni say and this is for go so my mama was film council so okoko na odibe mu sa da no kasa edoso when eje ye fro ba bia menye sure say kan dan ko yi anka hwan ka menu aba hwan ka obenya dwuma bia ye ne ka ontime ma ha ka bi baba betwam pa ma hwan ka obesoma enkwala ni bia ma ba but then wo friend wo free ha wo friend another set so obenya no kira menim so obeto asolo e ba sa lawyer bia kokota na ni so ade hu na ni tribu popa na so de yeah ma omo yedu yi nti ma na trin kwa bi menim say the next 2-3 days de nya abatu ye da o man mo be kasapa na obi a hu say adwuma no maye na me mo menua penin so kabila so me ma ono so akwa ba say last week mene ni shia wa nti me ma ono so me mo na ba so ono so makase mesua ne ma bebe ono wi ase ye nsua de nwie amfa ho ne nti eno mo ma din kan ja no dan ya mo experience ya say pani we ni hwe kwa no wa betwen ahuniama nti I learn from mo di manim nti omo nyina so mesua de from ho nti ye be nsa me wo ha wie ya nanka wasa me ko Supreme Court obi because members of parliament ye nua ba kwa ye hwese ye na no be ye adwuma nanka
87 candidate no and I will NPP candidate.
NDC candidate. Oh, there be NPP candidate in there.
Okay.
Baby, what's in baby? I'm a move. I'm gonna be there in tempty. Members me too.
But I'm pesa ba come come on.
Oh yes.
Na muji den wa asase.
Wa mama ka me nua Poliando Asante region. Enye bibia na eje no kre. E na ye eje enye bibia anye se bia ye ni na bread ye ni ade. But don't say you wasikafo bi okrom ha or more than whole business to get more
money
and your money in a brad but a pokrada we say nsu to na ekwa akuguma e podon reject nsu no e sanje enti no kra na ye pe ye feel say no kra die bi na nkoso na sisi bi na e koso na to da bi a ye na sa da be ya ye kwa ye nimu no enimo be da ho fine na ye hia say de ahoden ne kwati kwan so ebeyi ade ayeto aba ne yede ye no na yede kwati kwan so ne yede asesa ni padodo no adwenkyere ne ba bi omususu ye ekọ no na ye pese establish but at the end of the day no ye dinkunim ne bi wo high court commentaries no bi ba bebre
yes
and ye nuanam so meko Supreme Court we man ko appeal
omko for judicial review to Supreme Court
and omko Supreme Court straight and Supreme Court say 4-2 we are yet to 4-1 omo 5 panel so we are yet to get the full details of ruling then through full detail near bit Matthias because near many be wa tete here simple sir enye menye lawyer menye judge so and me knowledge about the law no enye so deep sa sane ebi de tie no but in some commentaries na etete na de read no basic na read no say e bia wokoka obi beka say wo ya NDC ni ntia ene ade commentaries na etete ne lawyers na arguments na no mo de ba na de na ye expected the see day but learned judges no and no matter na o matie de ko fon ne bonkum ya na o de aba and I am me say and a judge a lawyer a court no supreme court no onye political court bi na o ye fair na e ho ne camera na na yenuanom me nua ba kai o se no kredie no o magye tum na omobokos now yes we need to have an independent
no ase mumie no nyina amoye
cha well maybe na was
crazy court no but the anko yenzo mo side TV ma court
okay but we nye term na dey kra na can say unanimous okay we nye unanimous say we dey 4-1 of a majority decision so anko ya ma because you can't pay ya no nanka e be 60% bia e betimi dia ko win pandai
say rerun ne ba so
kamo beji see rerun bia and I say unlikely event because MP me ko bomba say MP be free but say obi kudi hene so say and obi cross carpet so a ko ba say e ko no obi ko cross carpet no mo so wa cross carpet nti by law no and I say obi kudi o hene and I say by virtue of bia na
seat bia beto obi amobeje
oh baby abeba beto hobia no we hear see baby o mine cro na ye beje enti nyame ana omonda na se
bantuma seat kwa ya available amobeje
oh omopa ya na to da bia we no ntimi nka se but nyasa nka friendly match bi friendly elections bi wo ke betima omo aboy omo ti kra nkomo ada na nkomo ma yemfa ho nye friendly presidential elections bi na nka yemfe de but cost of zania ma yes I thought da bia nanka wodia sane to da bia kotoko ne has timi bo friendly match aside the premiership nom ne FA Cup nom ne ya nanka omo be hu ba bi omugina but any hosa anti sebi I don't have much to say
about this decision from the court.
I don't have much to say.
That's fine.
We respect the decision of the court, though we are not happy with the decision. We wait for the
detailed ruling.
Yes, and our lawyers will sit and review everything and take the necessary action. That's what I can say.
May that say, Honorable Joseph Azuma, MP for Akrufrom constituency, and Amoten and Kano, a friend lawyer of mine, Juma, at the judicial service, said, "Obi, please, let me make this correction. The Supreme Court never said the 24th December 2024 Gazette was the original and the 6th January 2025 was not the original. What the court said, especially in the Ernest Yaokomi case, was that according to the Electoral Commission, who is the custodian of knowing when the elections was gazetted, provided a gazette dated 24th December 2024, as that which dealt with the 272 constituencies. The 6th January one was only the other 4, which was later dealt with. Oh, okay. Therefore, both gazettes are original, except that one covers 272 constituencies and the other covers 4 constituencies. Okay. Charlie Max, thank you so much for.
That's the same thing that I explained earlier. And I was trying to read the part of NXC Alkumi case na court na kasi. Actually, if I get the opportunity,
that's fine.
Because the by court and let me quote page 17 say in the exhibit 11. The first interested party attached 2 separate gazette notifications. The applicant's exhibit D dated 6 January 2024 and the one he had procured from the Assembly Press. That is Gazette number 234 dated 24 December 2024. The Electoral Commission, as second interested party, filed an affidavit to which was attached a gazette the same as the exhibit 11 filed by the first interested party. from the affidavit evidence before the court, it was established that the Gazette notification number 234, dated 24th December 2024, was the valid one.
Okay.
We therefore had no difficulty finding that the results of the Akwatia parliamentary elections were gazetted on 24th December 2024 and not set January 2025.
Okay.
So all the constituencies part of the 272, which was gazetted together with the Akwetiano, which is contained in this gazette,
December 24th,
okay. And a remaining 4 so as omuye separately ede no nso so ebeto hase nti no o hwe sa wo to gazette na wo hwe last page na separate one na omuye ye no that's it January de no eno ye do mekwa benya constituency Okaikwe Central constituency, Tema Central constituency, and last page no be hu Techiman South constituency. So out of these 4, all others no were Ampachan.
Okay. Where's Obi? My regards to agenda lady Fatima to Abubakar, my sister. Obi, change has come, and the judiciary is free and independent to speak their mind and assert themselves without fear. Ghana is free indeed. Where from the presidency, Nana ya chempem jantua, and anyway.
Mia o start ya na mhu se Nana ya na bechiro.
Anyways, my member Dr. James Kwabena Bonfe Akwaba na minti ono so na dwenkyere mo amunimunim se oye lecturer ewo University of Professional Studies Accra and oye CEO of Census here, the Center for Citizenship, Constitutional and Electoral Systems. Dr. Kwabe te saying
ya nua obi na me adom
bia ye boko
hodin ho me na nanum se srewe nya simply no say wufuo anase fun nkwan na hia no wo nkwan na wo ade the brain.
It's true.
And me so say machia me nuanom e wo studio.
Yes.
What did you say in share?
Official pa.
I think come to
Doc official pa.
Obi.
Doc.
I'm say the kind the me can say sad decision way by the Supreme Court no. As I say a she nyina nkran say ehun hia say ye be good court
enima
say ye batan o say ye keto ye be good ne ho fin.
So decision be ankwama wa.
Whether the decision is unanimous or by majority decision, meaning that is a decision of the court. Amo kan say by court. So that I say.
Yes.
Yemfa ni die ma ho. If you say woman kwana yenya say ye better afidie so say e che ya dwen. De omo ni hu to me. Mrano momo kwan o madwuma no hyehyɛ momo kwan sa ɛno na me Supreme Court lawyer baako nsɛm bia na watch on Facebook and a judge pani out
I think Justice Poaman oh yes it's public. It's public.
Please I'm carefully me pacho I'm speaking. Let me speak the way I want to.
I know, but the issue is a public issue.
Oh some me say na me ho. There were so many cases at the Supreme Court yesterday.
Mate.
So let me say what I'm saying. And I'm doing it for emphasis.
Mate.
For good reason.
Mate.
Ye shas ye personalizing emana. Elusu ne import.
Sure.
Owura na niema na wa ye nyamransem ayi me lawyer pani odi mani ma ye koye ono kra sore ye e pa acha ma no attorney deputy attorney general e pa acha ma no. Ofri court room no na ko post to bibia. Entirely different from what happened here west.
Like
but entirely different from what happened in court. And I made it say, you see that I'm saying, you see the man you were.
You were apologizing
for your pleading. Oh, no grass. I didn't be a gaza acquiring your ground. They make and say, yeah, it's idea. Now, Minya Zuma can't say me. Look, and then the Supreme Court, as constituted, decided on a matter. Itia, and not only the candidate, but the party that sponsored the president. And yet, we need the kind. Esibebre. 31st December case, 1993-94. By majority decision, all right. But the Supreme Court decided in 1980 to form versus Attorney General case, you know. It was Lima's time.
Yeah.
What led to the removal of Seyako Kosa? The point I'm making is that I say, yeah, near the man your semno, a deco for it, judges. Say you go movie. But I don't just say a judge for us or more, I saw for a moon and Kikawa no more.
Yes.
It is in this case, what the Supreme Court has done is to question the judgment of the High Court judge who presided over this matter. Now, me try, I'm a kind, one more reasoning, judgment, you know, full, and someone back half urano. And you know, it is possible that within the judiciary, judges by certain decisions can be made to answer or explain what led to certain things, conduct, and it's an if you say is the last bastion holding our democracy, say judiciary no, if you say pet, because executive legislature, yeah, the partisan overt activity and a call judiciary pet. Enti say ya mahu kwan ma sabi fela ni kropo kuti o say judge we no know in work na swegbe judge we no in work na kpakpo ye ma swegbe fo no ko wura mu a
Yes.
ebe ha ya dwen enti me de ene say Obi, what unfortunately happened at Ablikuma, is it South? Ablikuma
North.
Yeah.
By the election of the Electoral Commission and the participation of political parties to change and twist the will of the people of that constituency as we speak now. And I'll tell you why.
Ablikuma North.
Yes. The lady who won the so-called rerun elections, I can tell you, may advisedly not have been the candidate if the results properly from the 7th December elections results were used and can you know parliament.
Yes.
By every indication of the figures that we were seeing, and so not that rerun had no foundation in law.
The 18 polling stations
Had no foundation in law. On behalf of census, we wrote to the Electoral Commission to ask them the basis on which they conducted that election. They couldn't. The answer to us was that it was by consensus building. Who says consensus overrides the law? We don't have to do that. I said we be 1996. George Isaac Amu. I also was gone. Nkofo to abamano. Ne kinkan mu no the Electoral Commission yam from so could declare Rebecca do to say on a member of parliament from the High Court. Asano koya could be appeals court. A travel so many years. I think it was there with about 6 months. And the appeals court finally took the decision. You know what they said? Rebecca Dote was deemed not to have been elected.
Okay. Her name was
so they directed Parliament to expunge her name from the records of Parliament and replace it with that of Isaac George Amo. Anytime I make me what did you say? Electoral Commission about to we no won't even we for whom could be. But the point I'm making, it didn't take a rerun of any polling center to take George Amo back. Indeed, me say there is no such thing as a rerun after declaration of results. They knew. People pretending that we don't have certain polling centers any other. They coin. They information there. Not no cramming a meaning. Sinobia mo achre me ade bi o say wo koriye aba okodi aba to achi na umiye umu a umiye umu na say wa hunu anya dance ankonko yi a na wo so no aka kakra. Yes, your preparation must include policing, monitoring to the last end. very important. The Supreme Court no me feel say yasem de and vindicate ye no more consistently yaka say yen respect your state institutions. I may disagree with the judgment of a court, but to denigrate that court is the last thing any believer in the democracy should do. Enti ye bon baso. Okay. Now one more parties so na ye involved no so no. I think they've conducted themselves well. Yeah. Na no nanka ayi achinyi sembi ya koso constituency one mama ayi ni nyina minim say adwoba now. The hu hia ne say parliament be koso ayi na dwuma say de. Na maybe the last point minia Azuma kan sembi. Hey, na mo democracy you see a multi-party democracy. 1993 to 96 crowd na mo money allies mo na mo that overwhelming majority no crowd no. Ewo by 1992 me mama Hawa Yakubu and later John Achilo and ko join no na Abraham Swa me Swa or Miss Swa say my girlfriend me nana omun kwa na independent candidates for parliament.
Okay.
Do you understand? Even that parliament you struggled. The government had issues because there were some NDC members who became opposition within. Yes. The elder brother of Professor Jimbodo Akosa was one of them, MP from Ampom. Or NDC candidate, no, but they had critical voices within. My da say be criticism I guess a one-party state. It will destroy the life of this nation.
But if that is what the Ghanaian people want, who can stop it?
Ghanaians will never want one-party state.
But it will show in the
election. You know by our law.
Yes.
Say if Parliament dares to go there, so Omuko could entertain a bill proposing one-party state.
Not a bill. Now, so, in the elections.
One of the say one-party state. It will even come out.
Elections. Maybe I are now NDC candidates in Kwewini. What happened?
It is not possible.
A probability.
Probability.
No, the fact that maybe the percentage of probability of a minimum and just ain't possible. Once you better know all the consequences.
Minazuma. Let me tell you, the law of nature is to respect diversity. The God we believe, we are Christian. Me a Christian, me ni abakramoni, yina ye jinyame bakudi. Yina ye jesumbidi. That say ye sumundi krana. Wone enemene edansu. Ye kan nyina ne say ye sonko. Na mom yemfa ni die ma ye ho ye ho. Say ye be ma ye nyina me kasa. Say de me kasa na sa pepepe na wo so kasa. Sa me ni me nsema me kan no ape na wo kaka. We are saying de.
But
the me kan nyina no. Ana yeti ye ne say. Ya mamra no say your democracy no a multi-party democracy. The moment you have a one-party dominating, it loses its
a multi-party democracy founded on choice.
Choice, of course.
And the people can choose. So we want all our MPs to be.
They find out from him say, is there any law that say you got two baby not 276 in one political party?
You best stop here now.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
So once the democracy is
let's not digress.
Multi-party democracy, no. And say we should share seats.
I didn't say.
And we should never have a system or a parliament.
One party pen or call for
it is the constitution is not against that.
Asama na me can
say.
I'm discouraging you.
And Emma me no sin and say na ye ndwene sa. One 2020 elections. Say ye benya almost hang parliament.
Yes.
Na ye ntan ndwene sa.
Say bit me see.
Na ye ntan ndwene
say the fourth Republican
say ebesi. Na ye ntan ndwene sa.
But you will be predicted.
Recent times say ye benya a party having
two-thirds, absolute majority.
Obi NDC in Libya, including President Mahama Krana wanjene to
so
get that number of
seats.
Yes. Until the Ekakakono, a day will come. Saying and yet 276 kra.
A baby at 274
19 and something 1911. And as a Bonsu. Untimi nka say enye eyinti no yenya ama na broso nti obi de wo hote say sabi menu aba Fatima say wo ho abo say okọ ne constituency okọ MP sorry okọ MP na mo the party o ebi o ma we say doors nti Fatima de ne de o wo mu say ya chinchim ne nsa ba ye man nka ho sa ebe ye ne de ne constituency ebe ye ne de constituency bi apeso onya ono ani pa o peso represent nti na de ba menu aka se bi me ne nya adwene
quickly
Azablekuma
north
yes me nim ne nyina so wo se senka
they sent a petition to the EC asking questions.
Based on
the person representing the constituency, the right choice of the people
because of the decisions of the Electoral Commission,
contrary to the ruling from the court.
Because
one kind
of ruling of court
running 19 polling stations,
and it is not only that constituency.
Clarify.
In the spirit of multi-party democracy, I'm discouraging you from the view say Ghana it will kill the spirit of multi-party democracy.
Okay.
But Ablekuma Samana can say, Obi enemy so. Ye to abawie.
Yes.
Near declare what polling center.
Yes.
Now won't tell ya. Results no go challenge you court.
Yes, sir.
Now make us electoral commission rerun now koye wo 19 as 18 polling station. 19. Contrary to onwan kasa ni undertakings na waye no. Na enyina mra bia so. First one I can no. Now you truck come easy. Ebusa almost say and rabbin. And they couldn't give us. And I make catch us say enye sarira no ye na. Based on figures ana ba from Sahon mono. Na nyamami o Arabna. And ankobe o mu MP.
Based on figures
are you getting me? And Obi
na e be mine.
And Obi na in dispute.
Obi, okay. Get the point. I was speaking in relation to what had happened in Pandai. Any the attempt that people were making for a rerun, I eventually Supreme Court, I shoot to Sadiano down. That's the point I'm making. Okay. And I'm telling you that this notion of going for a rerun, no, any foundation in law. As far as our prevailing legal regime on elections in Ghana is concerned.
Fatima, what do you think on Ablekuma issue need moving on?
I think before maybe no so na me twem adwene sibi so to buttress the point say yekoto aba na say obonyo so as an MP and as a parliamentary candidate or redress through resorting to the courts. And those omode baye against NPP MPs na onim say ko challenge or court. So far out of 87 seats in parliament emu 9 were being challenged. Ablekuma not can ho ananka 10. But no him say even in the face of Atemwa free court no by the EC decided to go and rerun 19 constituencies, not based on the decision from the court, but based on something else. But all the remaining 9 constituencies are NDC for try so mbeje free party ho. Na director for elections Ora Gary Nimakumafo director of legal Fachame Ora Evans Nimakun onse Onimaku Evans elections and a me boss Gary Nimakumafo and director of legal Nyame adom all those constituencies are not that were challenged. We won all of them. All of them. In fact, in legal terms, they're all 10 of them. But seats that have been protected in Parliament, all 9 of them. Obuasi East, Ahafuano Southwest, Ahafuano North, Suhum, and Sawama Duajiri, Tema Central, Okaiko Central, Ablekuma North, na make us say no out of it because of the rerun. Techiman South, Pandai. And to hear all these constituencies are challenge be a buy adwene say okay montimo ho ase a yenko gina emrenim na yenko ka asem no. That being said, the impression say Ghana ye better sorry biom ne say nya one party state not by any imposition at a certain maybe no by law and now constitution say by imposition not by the ballot ye benya one party state there. I don't foresee it under this fourth republic. because NC because aban bia highest approval rating aya da obeso akofuna no masai from 7 January no usoi wie na fa de goodwill na so ten kakra say for ballot ekosi cocoa growing areas na ko bisa cocoa akuafo o mo se free November yentu o mo kasa o mo nsan koto say na ye kasa yi NDC de bohye ekoma o mo finance minister ora to forcing share wo mo bo
man kwa chiri kwa 1992 all the parties boycotted. The NDC in Kwano, they were independent candidates.
Cocoa growing, Mr. Sanka, Obama. Oh, Debbie, me introducing me topic. Examples, Debbie, examples. So the other baby, I'll find the free. Maybe I'll find the free different. Me patch say one party state in the Emma so because even a buy no yato Obama a feba kono Emma so because and ne ye the ballot Ekosiise cocoa growing areas. Now catch your say omonto abane as compared to abo mokoto no 2024 based on Bosha Ora ya president His Excellency John Dramani Mahama any Ora ato forcing any Ora Eriko Poku any Ora Siedun Ketia any omo adache flag bearer aspirants of NDC nyina ekwo share wo mobo say cocoa na president Akufo-Addo kofa no from a little over 400 cedis edema bedru 3,100 no fragadam esese nkomoma mofa 7,000 Ghana ankokra no ru ato forcing senka 2025 de cocoa akuafo nkabosumi bia ukokare ukoko ankobe momo 6,500 mese ambasunti enemo de ballot no kosi ho a emfa university students NDC for share
so you respond no you have the opportunity to respond
university students NDC for share omubo sa wo be ko university free yamo mo rebate be say 20% no mo da sorry ye ni aka cho mo say 2026 academic year yi ya to fees mu almost 25% no wo the ballot no kosi ho no ma emma so say wo konya seats ni nyina in parliament omo mutua lights etua water bill ya to light bill mu in excess of 20% within 12 months ensuo boto an etum okwa emma so omo no omo so Ghana card omo kwa Ghana card ya ka che ye bi man free na ye so on fa 30 Ghana mra na ebi mu so other prices enye premium ono so one party na enye den emma so rent obi otua rent wonya rehemu say reset na be ka rent ama na rent from 1,000 Ghana drew 800 Ghana cedis na yato no rent mako drew 1,500 cedis no no majority overwhelming majority no upe biewa enye den emma so teachers ne nurses omutie boshe omukoto aba judicial service workers omala once sinti omukoto aba abosume nwotwe na emaaye no emma so enti no me ka say asem omo ka no me ne Dr. Domfe Bonfe adwene say aba enya nkrante ene tuo ne agyan anase yakosachira mramu ne ka say clearly pass yakoto aba na the whole Ghana o masesa vote ne dia man single political party ye kana say ye nunu ye ensi emma so
mate Honorable Azuma na also reaction to Bibiana Fati Edenam no maminti.
I am Minister of Information, but information now did
former Minister of
Information. I might partial one-sided
information.
But anyway, Bibiana on Dr. Baumia Kwakufum into Ofa Kukum Kakra. Any idea into Oka Kuku for Asema, but yes, you can't cry more than the bereaved. And Equiafo. More young kitwa no modo koku afu in the first place enye de din kan e wa ban bia pan Ghana ha not justify say was a yes and say do e bia adu be month bi mu no makoton koku na sika no ni ho instant me koku ase ana metena em papa no oti oye koku me minim koku from the start to ye be hu bia ya wo bia pen I told the beer over carry cuckoo, you can't carry cuckoo, you wear and sell the cuckoo bean, but no, yes, is in a short period. Be AC Kakra, ye be Christmas. Oma resolve.
We sure.
Oh yes.
But most
companies bebree.
Omunya
bebree omunya ska. Baby bebree.
We sure.
Yes, me information am ikuta say me call ho ba enche. Cause e ba omofre. Obi me wokoko afu.
Okay.
Me wo ho me tia sese me wokoko afu.
Okay.
Enti minim de meka.
Okay.
Enti e bia na baby kakra bi wo ho afan. But minim say aban
LBC ne ska o mo toko
bebree nya ni nyina asese wo LBC ne bebree. Obi abi dodo na ampo ye private companies, right?
Oh sure, almost
all of them. So obi a wo baby onya ne sika. Enya aban na this kind of
yeah, but mostly no the trend no has been say aban na mo musika no mo dey akoto dey.
And the mechanism
yes.
A challenge by aban na so challenge.
Kokofo ni tie o.
Oh,
because and you call North Kanishe La Paloma mene Dominic Wayne
no be the koko about
man ni share complaining bitterly or say ni koko ewo ayirebi area ho na o matie gu ha yes can ho mo de ba but and
I ora kujo pon kroma
yes ayirebi area ho
no no ora bu kujo pon kroma no offer say ara no offer no and baby free ba no say am hwe ni yansa enye say bia
but no can
so fra ayirebi na ba enti na nebusa be kujo pon kroma ho a eto da bia baby obi nso free ba na allegations a wo ye ni ade to da bia o sa wo hwehwem
okay
men kan say enti men ye no kra but e betimi nso aba say enye no kra but obobo niam bebre so ba na ekuafo no ya nanka 6 months less than 6 months bia ye to more transportation fares in lorry fare no and no man who say for 1 full year and more getting to omo sika omo tuade foka ya te so 15% amma da ho wodi gina aban ne buy modern ba kwa wabo fuel a petrol motor de gu kokko afu no so
yes
1 liter 1780 do by 23 diesel no me ade no o man who say ya te so de about 10 and 11 o mo ko to 1 gallon no o mo de be gu o ma fu so a first no 1 liter no cry 17 cedis times 4.5 woni ba bia na enenam enne sika o mo save from sa aban modern bo a watimi abo say 15 cedis even by 4.5 now nim say o mo to no be say no 67 cedis say ne ya timi de aba 10 cedi a so nim say ne 45 cedis wonim say ne wa save also enti o ma make a lot of savings a eboa wo sa bre na ye ka say koku na betimi aye more than 3001 nom na ade na ye ka no na ye calculation based on dollar baby na mo de dollar na ye dey akudu because ye cotton amanoni a ye je dollar na de ba ti sa bre na wo dollar na nam 16 17 ni ade untumi mfa compare na dollar na nam 10.8 or 10 something what you say enti ye mathematics na ye mfa ni nyina anya de enka ho na ye hu se nka dollar na ne 18 19 a ke benya effect ewo cocoa price no so ke be increase we nya dia exchange bia wo pa choti ase omo ana enne yesani sika di free ha na nka me de mame okwa free share ewo menso so a na yete ye ka na say 11 no mni ade enne ye ntibiem akushi no mo emumbo anwa any idea because of the stability of the cedi, the appreciation of the cedi against the dollar. And ne ama bro nyomudi ye no. Ye ni heaven. Abafom uko market na say bia obi say ma for no or ye delegate. 31st okotoaba. So nye delegate so anani nua be a delegate. Na
oh yes I dey go
but recently me share video be on TikTok also a car dealer you come say no MPP ni pa no oka enne cars bi a wakra ba sika no odi yi ene ne de odi yi ene profit abeda so enti ye woni ama bi wo ho a they are not in any dispute.
Obi said, Obi, please tell the NDC MP that the fuel reduction is not as a result of government efforts.
Okay.
But rather reduction
Sani
of crude oil on the world
Sani
market.
Pakrona Kasan, Kachen say, Manya Memfasa, but Ochina B. Senka Kosra, called the Hosu Boy Boy. I told the beer, I told the beer, oh, see, no, and yeah, see the Henry, yeah, say, but the same CD, no. And now, yeah, jamu 1 Ghana CD, $1, and I'm nobody.
Yeah.
You have inflation and you can pay waha. Some more inflation free here could do 15%. You have fine.
Yes.
None of the opportunity I was a man fan can as him. And then the Tifu also in your banner. And you see, and dear is your banner. And your munjas as some can change because yen any the two. And they are made where I made this CD, made $1, made $1. So what's a chair mean to me, Messana, and Mrs. Margin. And Mrs. Samano. What you say?
Yes.
And near my boaba for my name by him says or kitchen. A Diania ye dino my muha. And input kakra crabba. The prices so many years in you won't be say reduction of food prices above 1 par. So many years in a check.
Into unim, Obi send him a message. One Jimmy Owusu Kwatin or Virginia, US of A.
Oh, cocoa fuana.
Or say hi, Obi, please. My nephew sold this cocoa on January 15th. And was paid for on the same day. Not meaning said the work on so. But Papa na and the Yeshia North Canadian. Dominic more raising on the line. Me and no in.
Hey, more the number, you know.
Yeah, Dominic, me catch your Dominic on the number. I told him no, mostly say a man for shy Okroma. Obeba Obi, me way. If you catch and say, Obepa so Bekasa or air na, and I say yes, because Dominic Kenyan number.
The police station or community
for party, na. Oh no, our Homana, sorry, I mean, didn't come. Or see a friend Emmanuel Norte. Ima Aquaba Otemenka Ekosiisen Sunny.
Good evening.
Yes, a year you share North Canadian La Paloma, Meboa. Good. Yeah, Fufu joint. Now see who call phone or area bang.
Kwame Donko.
Kwame Donko
wa kimo down side ho.
Eno wa chim down side ho.
Bajoy.
Esa na wo ka say ayerebi ni sa areas na.
Fiti ayerebi eba Kwame Donko eba kimo dan nyina no. Ye kokwa ye ton this time no. Ye di ko say ye koton mo so mo niska.
Meba o. Mo di koko ne ko hen say mo koton.
Yes no ye di fi Kwame Donko Eddie Bar Cocoa Shed, Akimo Down Crom, and obviously Scadio. Into your side, the Kugu, and train says Scaba, and I no pay crime free. Says Scaba, also still as Scamba.
First time I'm going to call her, I catch him this again, one year, Dabain, Bosumi.
Last week, yeah, similar making.
Last week, yeah.
And
I'm going to call Cocoa Shed a watch him or that.
Bajoy.
And almost is a candy hop.
Bajoy.
Na bags saying na wo kwa koton.
Na ye kutabe $10.
$10.
Yeah.
Moye nipa saying.
You say nipa saying say
yeah,
nipa bako mi wo 50 acre bako the 20 acre bako. Yeah, I was telling three times in a year. First one I harvested in Niska, but this second one you call hero. Almost the king you. Ubetimi afra kimo down, ubetimi afra Kwame Donko, I be holding na almost is skin you, but come by.
It may patch all cocoa $10 is here. I go here. I want him.
I want down, we get go down, Papa Fear.
Oh, Papa Fear, war down.
Bajoy.
Cocoa no hot is here.
Bajoy.
See, I can't see Kaba, wait me. I got Tam the Ako.
Bajoy. You train says Kaba, Akoto.
First one now, Mother Coy, no, a mama muscan, a mama bag back saying.
First one, oh. Yan Koyan Fanko, Omubeto, Kumomba, Kwame Donko, Kumwa, and Omuduba, 3,000 something. Omuba, Kwame Donko, Kumwa, Ujuba, Utomama, nobody go come there, only a first one. But this one, last week, yeah, you call it. Almost say, Tikinio, Intino.
And no put your one, I must swat the course said, ho.
Exactly, because yeah, Yiska. Who's there? Yeah, Bunu, Intina say, yeah, Chim, and a farmer, and Zunya, Nibia. It's a lawyer, almost see. Sikenio.
Okay, in the meaning that one kasano cocoa farmer directly. Wow, we full.
Rami Ufu,
50 acres.
Yeah, family farm.
And a 50 acres, na mo take $10 per.
They just say I harvest the first cocoa dada. It is second one on the tree and on the yeska. Ama mube spray mube pruni nya ade ni nya no nti so ye $10 six skin nti ene ye digu ka mu di ba oda cocoa shed ye di ba ye no so we diska nti ye di kugu ene ye san me chi ba kra.
But wait, na enya wonkwa unim other farmers omo so akwa ye si scan
no make send you number CCR ma Dominic no have farmers e wo kwame donko make me ask my number CCR me send ya bremo.
Very well. Into the fasa numbers nema Dominic ye besen afre na afei ya hwe why menso me dase Ekosiisen so high Asempa FM honorable in the way they were what you
me my cocoa afu atra cocoa afu pen nam na ade ne nsem na oka na bi nsisi so mama
sa emudi he no
okọ ye nkru nketo awo me constituency me menso so number 2
yes
ye wo CMB wo ho ye okuapa wo ho you about 3 other purchasing companies wo ho
yes
and krubia koku mfokitu abi omo beko na omo wo be 3-4 different purchasing wo ho
yes
enti okwa krofom kwa krobia so bi wa 4-5-6 akrache 4 ye from koko krache
yes
enti okudu ba because omo the car be toy
yeah so first one there LBC is now be toy
omo kra mo fa machine sika mo nkototo koko nya sa na yeto no wo de be ko
so what say omo de ba omo krom ho ya ka o say kwa me hwan krom ho ba we ni de nkofo na ma omo aso ade ba achem da
o say wa achem da
koko shed
some what the number
yes no
be free aye nje chinye bebre
okay
at the end of the day no
okay
ade a
o man ni here until we need the cocoa
and ye wi a me nso be checks
sure
na ma hwe obi a owo achimoda
then we connect
but obi no nkwan cocoa kuani a o make this complaint. I've been following the news on several platforms a cocoa kuafo bebre kwa complaining about how omo struggle throughout Christmas. If we say omo ko carry omo cocoa no yesi mo nkosika ni ho ekire no maba na be on so many platforms. Mejidi someone kasa multimedia group English ne chi munya mo editorial team ne be so mo pull some of the documents in bra. They will be able to supply you with the evidence. And it's not just about cocoa farmers.
Yes.
And Nansenya some journalists be the cameras echo ejra. Unim so already ejra November December. E man no mo protest say aban dada o mo mposo o mo ji o maburo ni beans aban kran abeton amomo. O mo to wan yesade tracks ni nyina loadi aduane na back to ejra say aban enya nto. Obi wo honom a na odo minimum obi ono na minim bread bi a oje bosia de ye aburo. Ose oje bosia 5,000 no de ye aburo. Onya $20 no turn one bag be 1,000 Ghana cedis na adru 20,000 Ghana cedis okotua eka 5,000 na aka na nsesa 15,000 cedis 15,000 cedis no betimi dia to motorbike and no betimi dia ABB ato say farm gate price abro no ba 400 cedis no 20 bags na odo ya no onya 20,000 cedis no onya 8,000 Ghana cedis 8,000 Ghana cedis no omote ka ne free mu na aka ne sika 3,000 cedis. And to kasa sa kuani no emwa boa bafuntini purchasing power aye kese obetimi anya sika free afuo no ma. The reality of what the farmers have been saying to the journalists and what we are seeing in the media it's not the same. Me so say me matena koko ase story bi ani ho a minim. Ye kosase fo ye koko pa domi enche me matena koko mu koko ase wo me wo fo akura e wa adamase wo Bonsu nkwanta matena ntotro so obi a sa me betena platforms yi so ade bia meka entina
most of the cocoa
I relate to
basa oni ma ho koko do ho ye o season bi wo ho a na purchasing companies you know
yes
expect say aban betum
okay
and say koko no and mo season ye was time ye say ya close koko ya close cocoa ya ntop
yes
enti companies no kwa mfa sika no emma omo purchasing collection
emma mo ntop
because omo balance omo books any ade enti obi a yedi sika ma o se to bi a jaito na yem balance your books ni yehu bibia se sei ukoto a yem ma wo sika aje se close ni yehu se wo na wo to cocoa ni sika yede ma watima to ni nyina ba nsa na yem sika foforo sa ni yem ni nyina timi ba be ya kwanse die emma season bi wo ho a period bi wo ho a cocoa
ne to ya na akoye bibi e wo
o crash charges of balance ne books ne bibi awie na company no se afidie ya ye bibi ya accounts awie ya close ya account ya starting new season ni amoska no nyina wo ho season bi so wa information akose
send me videos o mu gina o mu cocoa afom for example we say Obi I am a farmer at Asempa in the eastern region. My cocoa has not been paid for. That's Francis Osei Asempa. This one says, Obi, good evening. It is true that fuel prices have gone down, but the cost of other things have gone up. Spare parts in particular are far more expensive than they were under the SWAL government. I used to buy eggs for 35 cedis. They now sell that same egg for 65 in Awoshi. A bag of Phoenix jewel rice that cost 124 cedis then is now 185 Ghana cedis. Just yesterday, I spent nearly 10,000 cedis on spare parts that previously cost about 4,700. Ordinary Ghanaians are struggling, while only those in government are enjoying. Honorable Azuma should not assume that we are all living large like government appointees or NDC constituency executives who allegedly received 20,000 cedis monthly from the presidency. Brian Boabeng Samuel. Honorable Ekosiise On Asempa MP.
Kacha na say me say cocoa no. No one is see.
Or the message about. Or say Obi, good evening. On yesterday's show, some contributors and texters were not kind to us because they felt we were ridiculing a very important agency, Grains and Legumes Board. I am happy I've been able to draw attention to this all-important but neglected agency. I am sure if I had paid for a one-on-one interview on the agency, nobody would have listened to us. We are looking forward to the current government giving that agency some attention. In the Honorable Ekosiise Akwa,
me colleague bi a wasere me a say the makoto Ghana Refugee Board chairman. O say the man me say wunu ani wo.
As if everyone in that
o say Charlie. Or say, hey, Charlie, why are you? You do to chairman.
And I Juma together. Me interested in refugees. In fact, UNHCR Ghana, Ramadan campaign, I am a refugees. I'm one of the goodwill ambassadors.
Oh, okay.
Fundraising in the past. I've joined a few of the activities to advocate for refugees.
Yes, we are message about my penny.
Sure. Ekosiise Yes, but the truth of the matter, so
me so that me call my first meeting, me so me feel on me so me reho kakra.
Na Ghana Refugee Board or more office way.
Oh yeah, wo hajuru ho no mo fra say yeah bank ran change juru haya ne.
Ho na mo office wo. The one who board meeting as chairman of the Ghana Refugees Board. In the mono mo ya da mo na mo share refugees
obi pese ofri ne man.
Yes.
Be a political
obedi asylum bi wa
asylum bi wa ha no oba ye ho na ya hwe ne nkrata ma hwe avert per the laws are relevant laws are why say or deserve say
grant they are buying a fund demo.
Yes, and UN
and other UN agencies.
Yes,
okay.
CC me kuta more than 500 no more ya veto mo wi aye no more iguso I was a sign will be
500 refugees.
Yes. Well, we are looking up to about 20,000 plus.
Omo ewo kro omo dada.
Yes.
Oh baby. Your camps in the Upper East region other places.
Yeah, we have 4 camps so far.
Okay.
Yeah. Uko hon so ade bia omo ba. In fact, yen hwe say my men clear we refugees ni omo mo gina kwan ho.
Oh, that's someone on count.
SGGC, Manu. I know, Mosana refugee board, one among you, or more refugees.
Okay.
refugees
no different from
ebi who are responsible people pa nya say ebi who bebre na kra na your ma bo mo bra bi ba bibi nti
wa beje refugee status
Ghana o say ne
me ye tata no
on feel safe ho na ade United Nations so ene yin so ye wo emra ye United Nations asha say be boy your young ban say no kire na
sure but fact has to be made say enra honorable Akwesi Akwa the attention about grains and legumes board. The vision is to build it into a development authority.
Okay.
Of course, I mean, some of the reactions to Ninsemna invoke some laughter and but it was not to run down the agency as it were. And say Obinya sa impression na monfa enche, but I thought we had to bring attention to an agency like that. Critical America say Sanka buy a PFG and currently feed Ghana and they say grains component, no, you can push it to such a board. No, mona champion it. No, munswenya bibi kaka.
The fact is, there are a lot of agencies that be or high neglect.
Bebre.
What you say?
Bebre.
And you draw attention to such a now you making sure say once or your agency or you see you more attention. Resources kaka.
Omunya resources
so that will be a bit more operating.
Very well. Dr. James Kwabnabon for Kasa ya doc. Bremu, maybe it's time we share NPP for elections.
Yeah, I try to say about major issues.
Hey, the major issue, the first one they are discussing, the about second major issue. And no, elections are about sweet memenda, but mean to you.
Oh, Obi.
Yes.
You did kind elections there. Said there, you go to your home at the Shanfui. The name say a process.
Yes.
And your event. Na say event cry a one before and a during and then after and sana dana nkasa ena na chirasem na we akoye fi enkomo na on set 34 no akonwa to a adehye no omunyina afata o nso yi baako empempi no ohwe de mpani aka atro ene de yakenkan ya yehu a kakra mitimi aka fa gonja ne asante ene se ya yem ko a manu free bae no ene yetabusa manu yem kra mu free mu bae no yebusa se wo manu hwan na wotema hwan na wa ho brase hwan na won kaye hwan na owa kukodru hwan na onya dufuri pe hwan na onya sisie na woni se ayi ye be yu be soya ye kasa hansam ni bi kireo se wo ba ye mpentrase ye mpe ayi obi a sabi obedi ni patem ye kan nyina kireo ye pa ho brase ansa na wo soai enti ye kireo ade na wo ba ho no na chiwade de ye wom ani de anye wom kakra minim ni se nema mienu akani anase mpanini obi won ma ye de wo ye wo pani baba kan you are born into it but the money dimu ye asiesi anase ntitia efumba the nurtured aspect of leadership. Na leadership no so anya o rank and opposition no a relationship. Say wusia say obedi obi achi. Na so obi di wachi a odi ni di amano. Enya say obi anu ma sabi Adam ni Eve gra ye bo mo na omu ni obi odi omanim no they had to share in that relationship. Na so far no me feel say the mekatre MPP for no say ese so mo ti ase say omo party no say dey si sha ase e mu bi no kakra ye hu ye from 1990 me say 91 almost started down Kwabuzia club they before that possibly and mainly omo party New Patriotic Party 92 they ba 95 96 na ye secondary school in kwada ye wo Prempeh College nya kakra hu ye ediko training college between that period about the year 2000 the be free 2001 the 2005 2008 no no na nema bi sesa. Now I can tell you that the MPP some of us knew then is not the same as the MPP today. And I'm sure someone kasa so munim sa. Until the most important thing in this adena womo ya no memendano. It's not so much who they elect as the flagger. Womo si nipa no mekuta. Say the womo koto be flag bearer me boa. Aha, bearer no ena mu kwakoyi. Na flag na oba bekuta no, what is it? The values, the ethos, the principles, the difference maker. Anyway, me fan tuja. Enya me pa ochina na otwe Prempeh College ye Pearson Osei appreciation lectures. Me papa Professor Edmund Bodo Akosa na ye. Prempeh College making us different. I think that's he's speaking on what makes
Prempeh College.
Yes.
Different.
Yes. You know what I say?
Professor Bodo Akosa.
Yeah.
Prempeh College.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Aye. Proud or no Butler House. Na Butler for the young na. Some papa go for so Butler.
Oh, okay.
It's in your Butler. Okay. But easy Pearson. First headmaster no. Pearson House. But that is just by the by.
Yes.
Me can ko si say esu ni yo ya ema amanyuko no dance no. And also you're very critical in doing that. No mun kan unu say de me ya aya meti e fa mo. Maybe because I've also experienced it in my former party work.
Yes.
Party bia nku nimdie anase ninku guodie no. Yem fan so abaku for mani. It's not possible. Oh, resembled. His best run record was not when he ran alone. In 2009, I'll call you side record was Berlin. A World Athletics Championship. Yes. Or making the record of 9.58, you know. That was not his best run. His best run was in 2012, London. Omurani 4x100. Yeah. Made a record of 36.84. Uchemuma, all the four athletes now. Obiabenya 9.21. See the difference between 9.21 and 9.58. And Helen Kalakai or say alone. You cannot, you can do so little, but together you can do so much.
Yes.
And man, they make a choice and say, nobody can be entirely blamable, neither can anyone be entirely blameless. So I'm the principle no yet woman near ma ebe bomo. Now for two some kakra so am papa Kufuor the mame say J Kufuor sorry BJ Darucha e come out here. You see? Or say that we belong to the same party does not mean we should be friends or we are friends. But we are required to be bonded and bound by the ethos and the principles of that party. Yeah. Amanyoko ba kuma no nche say ye namfo na say sebi ya bedane abusua. But enso no say amanyoko no su ne banti say ye sanyama na ekan ibo. What I can see is that the MPP can bounce back bigger and greater or can fall further into the abyss depending on how they conduct themselves between now and Saturday proper and thereafter. But who am I? One more contesting in what I can say is that they will all need each one of them. Me the later way Yakubu can say me. Or say even armed robbers, we need them. Now discussion on residence and a guy be bound there so you come for the now train me conscience say tell them to leave him. Do you know when we may need a document from somewhere that none of you can go, but he has to take an armed robber to go and get it for us? The point I'm making is that Martin Luther King Jr. can say be. There is something good in the worst of us and something bad in the best of us. Say ye ni pay. Ye can say ye ni nara. Bibi wo no a eyenka e we ho. Ye be hia at the said be ye. Owura bi wo pe nyamesemunti. Charles Reynold Brown, 1926. These 12. He wrote on the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ. And each one of them had a character defect. Without exception. Without exception. But he has to take the Lord Master and the Holy Spirit's enabling power to work on them. Eventually, Peter no ye denier. Now impulsive character, he became transformed to the extent that as a matter.
Yeah.
Eti mo bia nya ne ho sebi o be madodo aye kunja sebi ana me papa JK Bonfe no ka kire me say ono ne se na akukude mpo the second na onya ni ba bi call 1999 ana o ka ba se mi kire say emo nyina akohia ne na omo so mo pe de odwo pa ho Brazil woni mu na ye no hene ye kan ya na jata okoda hodin say wana ayi ade Osei enye nne nkwa ho Brazil
ene
da wana jata maniti so obe strike no se manka enti amanyosemo a yesi ye no yenka hunu say enye ne he anase ne kk ene de ye na mum it requires a lot of abotre ene ade mechanics awi a wo mo kambom ma ye de ntiase ye adwuma na me translate the about o my Ghana mu say interparty among political parties yan kan hu say e ya man ye chichire nti say me nua ye NDC me nua ba ye MPP na me wo ayi ba bia me say ne me nanye biom. It doesn't make us any different. We are first and foremost Ghanaians. And it will require your collective contributions. Say Becky Kabum, me fi say nkomo ye di ni wo hanei asabi eboa me fa bibia free me ba ho ayi afa bibia free me azuma ho wo so kwa me ye friend say obi ye nyina ye asua ne ma nti ye nkan hunu say yensom eni nipa no ye nyina na ebe ka bom akekere man ye nyai mu ni mpapa mu ai hu hia na afa nso so omommo modern say don be ye bia no ebe koye ayi me I can tell who is going to win on but Saturday. I will not say oh yes it's clear to me but only a gentleman now in Kasawa no
prophet na prophet Emmanuel Walasi asem na okay ende de na Monday de no
me say na we no be Kasa
me prophet Emmanuel Walasi in Kasai
he was speaking on authorities of scripture and me provide with some citations to one quote two but never be an okay I could trace it to scripture you see okasembi and it is scriptural when you say Jesus Christo for and this was the debate at Nicaea.
Yes.
Say he was fully God and fully
man.
Yet when he was called perfect master, if you go to the Greek text, the guy was trying to say also
yes.
Jesus in his human sense, the surrender that Paul talked about in Philippians 2:5-10, or say none is good except the Father. That is the level of humility that Christ manifested. But Hebrews talks about it. When you read Hebrews 4:15, he was sinless. He was tempted in all that we are tempted, and yet he did not sin.
Yeah.
And yet he decided, say, my friend, perfect human being. You could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Dr. James Kwabena Bonfe, lecturer, University of Professional Studies, Accra. Obi, say hi to Senior Bonfe for me. There is no competitor to Prempeh College. Yao Ansu Jiabo, Ewo US of A, Otie Ene Enyumrei. This one from Sampine. Sampine says, Obi, what Honorable Azuma, the refugees board chairman, saying,
Madame Bonsu.
What Honorable Azuma, the refugees board chairman, is saying about cocoa beans being bought? What? My mom's cocoa is sitting in the hamlet. My own is still there. Cocoa Board has no money to pay LBCs. Cocoa Board wanted a 300 million USD facility from IFC, but it didn't materialize. By the way, cocoa farmers were not buying fuel to spray their farms. It was absolutely free from the NPP government. The season is opened. Sampain edea ono dia breye enono. Yes.
Dr. Danso, Osei, the tree version of your proverb is Anene mmiampo wanenkaida.
Wanenkaida. Wow.
Anene mmiampo wanenkaida.
Memra akani so I just have 12 minutes to 7 p.m. Inti mamen chamamu na NPP elections. Fati shall say we are honorable the area.
Yeah, Obi, we dey fisem. Me gidi say edi nkan empenyufo numa omo ya manyoku ma omo to omo ho asi ho. Say omo be yi omo ho akire ne akoto omo so aba ne nya leader no. Omo nyina ma me mo omo aba so.
Okay.
Yesi e peka bi ma me peka bi amamo e dey competition e dey beba.
Sure.
Obia with the right to self-actualization, the right to dream, and the right to serve. Enti nyankopon ya adom na ugidi se wo mfe emu odin na o so betimi adi party na ma besoma. It's in your own right. Me as a member of the party, as a patron in my constituency, as a former appointee, and obi ama join the NPP since Miko University. Me say at this time no, I may support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and I don't want to support him quietly. I want to support him loudly.
Okay.
Now we are saying now who maybe Amijina because in times like this, you know, say you be or baby now they look to us for direction. Yeah, Yankopon. The access to all the candidates, the wherewithal to enter certain places, to hear certain conversations, to be able to research, should be able to come out and guide the direction of the party properly. And to respectfully and humbly, me believe he say, Niama numbi ewa SSC ejina so edi ye franka tuni.
Okay.
Beyond near Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ko round the wakache delegate say na me admo be ya mom we internal elections into electoral college, you know, on welfare issues, ne internal party matters, commitment no ye. But me mean so see mu no enema 5 bi wo ho no be see ejina so de to abano ema Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Okay.
Edikan, I have said it time and time again that he is the most favored candidate so far as the electoral history of the Fourth Republic is concerned.
The most favored.
The most favored to win. Ono na so
within the MPP.
Ebi mo say analysis ebi mo say permutations meaning say no music no loto mo de bet mo because me ntwa bi but I'm saying say like feel when na was sent from 1992 the trajectory of Ghana's political history who say o mampanyi bi sorry so or the main contender.
Okay.
And there is a reason why the main contender etimi be emerge ebe lead the country because consistency pays. Sasabi yeto aba ema obenten na asemesi enya osumu wi ankrofo tim bisa say yan starting reflecting and reminiscing on what your presidency could have been. Senka Dr. Bawumia na president from 2024 enka by now nka koko buadru sen enka yadru he enka Ghana yadru he bacho utie ni yi enka na nisu adi hunu na oka so obeye no enko ya kosi pempen so obe enkrofo hwe ni nyina no mo de ato ama. Okay. Enti ube kan ya 2000 President Rawlings Uncle Biono, President Kufone the co-election, enya 39% in 96. 2000 obe wini. The same cycle repeated itself in 2008 and repeated itself in 2016, and it has happened again in 2024. Yenyina himself, President Mahama Uncle Bio. The spokesperson, any minister for government communications, say also on your day Uncle Bio because Emrano man acquire money in Kobio. Okay. 2 times no aso. Okay. Yetie NDC General Secretary the chairman dey akuku dam ni be during Christmas. Eye clear say a new leader is going to emerge from within the NDC. Ombrado na akwanya Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wenya e dey serve aye campaign atu adamo afa Ghana fada babia no na so aba. Okay. Now we're moving from 41.7 no to a point that I am confident so betima win in 2028. And you know, because of the exposure near Juma Awaye, any the goodwill I build throughout the process, any anticipation anyway move in all things, looking to him as a formidable alternative. No, me jidi so bet me I will never. He is well marketed. He is our most popular candidate.
Yeah, Dr.
I
or your popular saying Kennedy.
Mekametro say he is our most popular candidate. He is our most formidable candidate
Asempa
or your
FM.
most winnable candidate. So we call 2023.
Yes.
The verdict of the party, if it was a popularity contest or formidability contest, it is there. The result is there. Sametiana me bo me ho samrane sa me be popular obi ebi ana de bi ko gina election a me nya one vote and I want to say and you know Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's popularity has been tested within the party. This is an electoral college, so what you say and I made me a very confident say and then just akora wa free yefunu mu atoho ye de na call election pen why running mate and vice president awako general elections for 4 times 2008, 2012, 2016, 2020. Wako on one account in 2024. But we cannot belittle the investment in goodwill. Any marketability, any popularity are all built through it all. I believe it will become ripe when he is contesting against a new candidate on bar system no mubida. He will be in pole position to win as president of Ghana in 2028. Etoso biensa. My friend
Osei bako saying insia enum and the bonny tell time
me can be saying and ya can okra wa bank
me ensane
the
third one here
near Toso biensa no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was some party
okay
me jidi say de bia ye kano cliche ye ka say ne ofro duapa and piano Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia me say o tiny edru obi betima ho na o say obi me mpenasem unti no on kan on form no efie ne kan obi ani ho untimi force no ma ne mpawasem na say fan say the consistency of the character say no senior party for asi atena na ho brase ani bibia say ne wasi asom ene ye kohwe ne nsa no adwuma de akoto aba me need doubt to say nyame nkwa na me koto aba no the party will give him an overwhelming majority on Saturday. I'm an abe flag bearer. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia under President Kufuor survey our Bank of Ghana bedru deputy governor.
Yes.
In opposition. Osasum ya kosomia o court. Yes aba mu osabesum 8 years. Enti mfia bebrebe we nyina wo de asom party na wansesa wa ma meme na batiri so adoye investment away in people any bibia mejidi say adru bra yen so so
e wo samo hye na
nyam enti NPP beto akoso support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia until he becomes president.
But that's a deep statement.
Oh, by the grace of God.
Say I was so called 4 times crown will be president.
I'm say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nyame ya adoma 2028 Ghana for be kind su and then na ho brase and the juma den and the consistency ato abama no against any new candidate in from a major political party in the race. Enti na ye som no I'm making sure so no so be president.
Fatima Mena say
Obi.
Yes.
Delegate omokoto abadio on baby send the kra de saying Ekosiisen saying Ekosiisen said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia eso oba opeso decentralize appointments na constituency bia enya 10 appointees obeso constituency no ahwe omo na obia minya ahwe ene enkrofo nya access to make people in a free party no and oko constituency bia so o show evidence of how he has collected data of all delegates about constituency yetimi you from a polling station lecture area near board near board phone number na bibia who say oh indeed say papa no also obekan me a enya abosremuka enya mframamu keke ye wo evidence say indeed or ye ntoto ye bia ahme hu say party ni bia ye nya
emreninti me sure say delegates no eti nsem ni nyina na nyame yadoma memen that they would make a decision. Honorable Frances Esiam says hi Obi, my regards to Honorable Fatima to Abubakar and Dr. Bonfe. I say Bawu DMB all the way, win with Bawumia Number 3.
Say me so hwehwem.
Nipa mi ansa na tia.
O say what ya me no.
So free ha.
Me de chiani bi asra honorable.
Free ha na wo call. Won kai wo fie.
O say get bawulated, get bawulected, and I get bawu.
Kaje Francis say me see me hu na che papa. Hey, oko pie Ghana say le Ghana
we say ya won kai ba free.
Na on chia me na Zuma so na o di papa.
Kai ba wo free. Oh,
we say Obi. Send a shout out to Pastor Ernest Kusi of Andrews University, Berrien Springs, Michigan, and the Michiana SDA Church, which is a Ghanaian church between Michigan and Indiana. And also my greetings to UOB and to Honorable Fatima to Abubakar. Tell her I like her communication skills. Very well. Enti yeda say wa the message eba nyame inshaw. This one says that Obi, tell my sister Fatima to that there is also the marketability is not the same as acceptability. You can be marketed, but would Ghanaians accept him? Or no so the questioner or they abba and on a ranking member or no every Belgium. Honorable Fayewie, when you say who do you fear them?
Obi kura test me say the my bribe free. Ba mi akampa na what muso ye Kennedy ni. Ko say time ni na meti wana ma ye di.
Na o so ka dey.
So we mi aba obenda nti. Man so dey say eja. We be man na ne ma hia affirmative action na dey. Oh, they say don't push yourself pass in parliament say kan hokra dey na dey push your pass in parliament dey.
Spousal rights bill.
Come on to omo bo aseka kra so omo ye tra sunjo ye tia sunjo dada. Anyway, me kaminishi can be as but fragna omo kwa kwa praise o mekuta me nua kan. Franka no.
Yes.
O matete na wi.
Atete.
Nti o mekwa koyi nipa na franka na obekuta no ne asem no because say na o mesia hia so mepompam na ansa na yetima hu say MPP na nam hoye no ene ne me problem anya de o meyi no de o meyi ne de mete say prophecy bi kasa ne ade with the greatest respect to all the prophets. Me a Christian.
Okay.
Pa me family am so diagro.
Okay.
But niamani bi o ha me who say you don't need a prophet to tell you this will happen. Yes. Yeah, you politicians. You do not pay political discussions.
By virtue of the fact that you are politics, you are politically
prophet. Yes.
A spiritual realm.
Well,
grant them
because who catch them say ne. Men say the obey winni. Enom ne ade. Make ma perform come up. Make ma catch them.
MPP for election.
Oh, na start here nyina. Me na for more bi, more si. Catch as a master baby or emfa. Yes, from
embassy.
Oh, every while to me catch any partner say master. Oh yes. Yes.
Una microphone.
Oh. Anti enya de ombe ni hia flag na atete no. E wona asem no ye de. E wo. Aha na as to say nipa na ombe yi no Ghana for be gina to because the records no. Waye bi yenim. Me o pese menka metimi aka che o say. Oh, ba me be win elections no.
Saturday.
Yes, we be win elections.
Eh, na I won't say the Ekosiisen Ghana.
Oh, we be win elections no. Enya so for asem ye we asem.
Unim prophet be
me pese sabe me pese me bo obi di acha me ne obi ani
very well.
They are political prophet.
Me political prophet. No kwa me masa my range of percentage.
Hey.
Oh yes, me my range of percentage.
Asuma to we mind that space. Many people are not just here.
Me won who there but at least you the politics e chikakra be 16-17 years in.
Inti uhu there.
Na ye mu bi no ye tie politics and some change
be product of elections.
They are product of elections.
Yes.
Makoko elections ni bia from branch, constituency propaganda, constituency organizer, constituency secretary, presiding member, 2 terms
constituency secretary.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Me 2 terms constituency secretary.
Well, you see much.
Kakra. Enti se wo where you candidate nam na ya to na wi awu. In fact, Fred Joseph Yemi Mbusa, I was more or less the campaign manager. Or by organizer. Yeah. I took him to almost 90% of the constituencies in Ghana.
Oh, really?
Yes. And yes, I'm German.
Yeah.
O se misham.
Mene ne planning. Se onko organizer no. E to da bia e wo me fie.
Oh wow.
After some member koko propose chire na so oni nipa na organize the relationship na e wo no any ade later so on them to say no you know akamba
just
akamba Adam so free on akamba by sure anti madidi politics echi madidi candidates bi echi madidi candidate to echi am nim say candidate ye ko lose so na ye di echi because who is anti ma wish me nua ba Fatima mama no congratulations in advance
amen
oh sir
bibia ntimi
but when say obi
and in politics so you share bibi so we are on caterpillar
yes
ye kwa na wi a so bi
eno na say chere say
and say what the guy who ya on caterpillar ye ni yi na wu so be caterpillar because ye the you gu kwa no so ye na ba
ye be ka so we
caterpillar atu obi
wabu be pao. But you see, Obi, the mini Azuma Kai, the most important thing, say, it is not so much the D-Day, say the after,
the post election,
to manage and create a new identity, a reformed and reconnect with Ghanaians.
But I mean that the Chrome have a deal because a straight battle between prophecy and
prophecy.
Almost say it is possible no back connected to say kutu say
right prophecies and also
I prophecy no Obi. If you read Daniel 4 verse 17 or say God reigns in the affairs of men. And now bibia so no mo ebesia enye
nyame nyinche na difo
oko nkramusumu a ayi Bonsu
yes
ka ayi paninkese pa na oko akon bia oye bibia e ma no good omen
sure
na flag or the cosin ayi ase maslachi
yes
and ade na odin sense no e bo no na perfume a wom ni ade na egu fom a lot of the people say it was a bad omen.
Yeah.
But could you see no a good omen? The same thing. And some interpreted it as bad omen.
Sure.
One a man of prophet interpreted it as a good omen. He went to that battle and won a victory unprecedented. The point I'm making. Bibi no one in trust here. Me know about TNT. There's another hadith. Anabi Musa, mami bi ana osi oye a friend say barren. Kono hoko sreba ena okobusa anabi Musa wo osi okobusa nyame Yankopon anka kire ne se oba na obo no bonyini se onwo ena oba no free on mu na okochini ya so after some time be 10 years anabi Musa bohana oba no baaye na akwada shinichi ba kukuta no ena onyem nti wonde onhu no ena oba no beye kosheni no rough osi anabi wemse komsheni won ka me o se mpacho won ne wan o se me ne oba na me ba ha o ka che me se nya me se wo bo me se ma me wo no obegu komsheni ani mu ase na komsheni se eh asema me ka kire wo nya me pe o nya me na soma me ne se sa de a wa ba atwen na me ko busa no okoko busa ye no e na otu Nyankopon otumfo ka kire ne se oba ne free wo ko ye no wan koda oko sresre ya kopie nkomhyeni bi so a san nkomhyeni no so na mabɔ ne sɛ bibie no mo bebusa me a menyɛ ma no enu nti na obusa ano no ene wanya mma miensa no koka kyerɛ no ma no mɛyɛ ayi sabi sɛ woyɛ ayi konkonsani ana sɛ enkontomponi nti obɛka kyerɛ mama o sɛ mame na ofiri me ha kɔ no kɔdae nyame se men kan jo se wan kote ana ukopie nkomhyeni bia na wabɔ no so se bibie ni won mo bebusa no a ono nyame no onyema no bitie wetwam ni se ewo mu se ye data and science politics etoda nyame a obɔ ye ni wiase a osi odi ntini e wa adasanse mu otimi di manipa
and you don't discount prophecies completely.
Oh, it's not about even completely. There are a lot of the people claiming to be prophets who are charlatans. Hey. And me, I can tell. You speak to some of them here. I can tell you they are charlatans. Okay?
I don't speak to a lot of them.
And there are some of them too. Osei, Obi. You see, I'm saying, is it Isaiah 20:20?
Yes.
To the word and to the prophets, I say, if they do not speak of peace, then there's no truth in them.
Obi, asem na wie ya ne say. Ya pali en sema good Dr. Bawumi aho. Ne juma oyeye. Attach ya say. Ya man
What Eric say, power.
Ya bogu. Ya kan nyina ya what dey emfa. Ba ko pe ene ya bo ya po na gu. Dey aka ne dey besi.
Enti ya nya botre nya metiase.
Yeah, the Jumedi ni say many thanks to Fatima Abubakar, former Information Minister of the Republic, currently or a spokesperson to the former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and an aide to the former president as well. Sounds now Honorable Joseph Azuma, a member of parliament for the Adansia Krofom constituency in the Ashanti region. Yewo Dr. James Kwabena Bonfe, or a lecturer at the University of Professional Studies Accra, and or a CEO at the Census, or a managing editor of the National Forum newspaper. Midin your say Bonsu. Midi Jumedi Muchiam, Yame Aduma, Ochina. We too much. No, we too much. Dr. James Kwabena.
We are brutal.